Sunshine and rumbling engines.
That means we're not in England.
We're definitely not in England. The sun is out. Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina. We are here for the Ford season launch 2025. Today is going to be action-packed. Is that an understatement?
I don't think so.
So behind us here, these are the Mustangs with the FP800S package, which is the factory warranty-supported supercharger upgrade, which we're considering doing to the Dark Horse.
I think that would be a good thing to do.
At the moment, our Mustang Dark Horse is down in Florida. It's with Freddie Tavares, and that's what, I think it's like a 9 or a 10-hour drive. Anyway, we're going to be driving that later on, talk about that. We've also got Dark Horse Rs, Dark Horse GT4s, we've got, Mustang GT4s, we've got the Dakar car, the third-placed Raptor T1, which I'm going to be, I think, hopping for a ride in later with Mitch Guthrie.
That's probably really cool.
Stay tuned for that. We've also got the F-150 SuperTruck, the winner of the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, the outright winner. That's here as well. And I think they might be playing a little trick on us, and the driver of that later is going to be quite interesting. We'll see how that goes. But first up, we're just taking all of this in. This is Ford in maximum capacity. Tonight we've got the main event, the season launch, where they basically celebrate motorsport success, announce things for next year, and pull everything together. There it is. That is the F-150 SuperTruck. That's the Pikes Peak winner, that car.
I mean, given we've just gone up Pikes Peak last year.
Yeah, true. We took our Mustang up there.
Yeah.
That's the one that actually won the last hill climb run.
But this will have gone much, much quicker than we did.
Yes, just a bit. They do these EV demonstrators. It's the same with the super van that we actually took a look at the Good Festival of Speed last year. But this is basically a pretty special excuse to have come out to this track, which I've never been to, the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Huge.
It's enormous. It's 1.5 miles of a full loop with the bank turns, 20-degree bank turns. I'm not entirely sure which bits we're driving and what we're doing, but loads of other content creators here, YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, you name it. So hopefully we'll try and catch up with some people as well. Taking the day.
Fun.
See where it takes us. Before we do anything, fit check.
Bit of fit appreciation. So I bought this for the occasion, and then they gave this amazing hoodie, which is a bit too big for me, but I put the Mustang pin on it that we got during Barrett Jackson.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm wearing my own hat,
but just a girl who loves fast cars.
Exactly.
Available in the Puppy 150 shop.
Well, no, it's your merchandise shop actually.
Anyway.
So.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh.
We're kind of just waiting to see what happens at the minute.
This is amazing. So when we go out in this one, I can probably go as a passenger with you, right?
Yeah, I think so. That'll be good.
That's amazing.
We got a little bit of time as well to rig them up, which is always nice, because often at these events you have to jump straight from one car to another and it's chaos.
Yeah. It's really fast-paced.
So it's definitely good if we can stick some cameras in. And the FP700S is here as well, over at the back, the F-150. I'm not complaining about some sunshine. Back at home, it's freezing and cold.
I'm really appreciating this. This is the first time I'm wearing sunglasses in like a month or so.
More than.
And it's just so nice.
It's go time. Looks like the first cars are rolling off. Mr. JWW driving the FP800S there. And the other car is going to go in a moment, but they don't get too far ahead. Oh, it's quite fun, isn't it, with everything flying around.
That is so cool.
Don't get many cars that sound like that. That's a road car, remember? The noise here as well, right? The fact that it echoes around the grandstand. You can have hundreds of thousands of people here. Crazy place.
When this is full, the atmosphere must be amazing.
That thing is brutal fast. I'm a little bit anxious.
To go in it?
Yeah, to experience it later.
I think it's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine, but it's going to be...
fast?
Just eat lunch before, I think. Curious who is at the wheel. Have you just been in that?
It's fast.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm great, man. I'm great. No, I rode in the super van last year.
Okay.
That takes it for sure. But yeah, it doesn't matter how many times you ride in like crazy fast EVs, it still almost takes you by surprise.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, every time. I was getting the butterflies right here. Oof. I'm like, good thing I did that first.
Really? It doesn't throw you off for the rest of the day?
You know what, now my brain's jumbled, so maybe.
Yeah. You guys have just had what felt like the world's shortest drive in the...
We just had an out and an in on the same lap. The sighting, warm up, heating the tyres, and then we were going to go. And then we came in and I took the helmet off. Like, that was it.
Okay, we need more running. Go and ask them if you can do it again.
I asked the guy, I was like, is that it? I thought they wanted to come and check the cars before we like sent it, you know?
Ah.
But that's it, man.
I apologise for blown out audio. so loud. The mic can no way handle that. Let's learn about this. Here with Mike.
Hiya. So yeah, it's our Raptor T1 Plus that we've been developing for the best part of 2 years now. We did a whole host of testing last year, almost 17,000 kilometres across many places in Europe, mainly France, Spain. We went across to Morocco a couple of times, and we built 4 brand new ones of these. This is our test vehicle, but we've built 4 brand new ones, took them to Dakar. And yeah, and Matthias, who's driving right now, came third. So yeah, it's a beast. It's got the 5-litre Coyote V8 like our Bronco DR. It's got the Fox shocks, so we run a bypass and a coilover. And then the rest of it is really done by regulation from the FIA. So things like the weight, minimum weight is 2,010 kilograms, maximum wheel travel is 350 millimeters, maximum speed is 170 kilometers an hour. It's, you know, it's not necessarily, I'm not saying it's not expensive, it is expensive, but it's not about who can spend the most money or who can make the most power. You know, that bit is all taken away. It's very heavily regulated.
Interesting thing for me watching it just shooting off. 260 odd kilowatts. 300, that's 350-ish horsepower, is it something like that?
Yeah.
It gets to move on it.
Oh, it's obviously, I mean, yes, it's got a huge amount of torque. It's got all the power from the V8 Coyote. Yeah, it's no slouch, you know, and it is, you know, yeah, okay, it's 2,000 kilograms, but in reality, it goes, you know.
So what am I in store for in the passenger seat with Matthias? What's this going to be like?
I mean, you're going to love it. I mean, the course is relatively short, and it's very, very undulating.
Good test of suspension. I'm looking forward to it. Driving this today, by the way, is Matthias Ekstrom, World Rallycross champion and 2 times DTM champion, and of course competing at Dakar with this, and about to be my chauffeur driver for a lovely leisurely drive across the countryside of North Carolina. It sounds fun to me.
Are you excited for this?
Yes, I've never experienced a rally. I went to Dakar.
It looks quite funny.
I'm going to say like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I went to Dakar in Peru. Do you remember when I went to Peru?
I remember that.
But I missed the first day, the training day, when I could have gone with the Mini. I could have gone in that, so I only chased it. I never went for a ride. So I kind of missed that. So I guess this is going to be ticking off that missed box, which is good.
But your Uber's coming.
My Uber's coming. Let's see if he's going to get 5 stars.
Yeah.
Fun?
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy.
Yeah. That's a good sign. Kind of a bit nervous, actually.
Right. In your climb, there's no right or wrong way. You can hold on to that, put your feet on there and
kind of,
get in
wait,
the best way
what's
you
the
can.
best? Like one
Something
foot
that's
in.
I can't give you any advice on it, unfortunately. Every time I get in, it's different.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, no, you've done really well there, actually. Really,
Hey,
really
how's
well.
it going? How you doing?
Right.
Very good, thank you.
Right.
What an insanely cool experience.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the ride today. So cool. Out we hop.
Graceful.
Wow. That's a cool experience,
How was
right?
that?
Good?
Yeah, absolutely amazing. You need everything immediately, don't you?
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. Take your time. I just want to take this off here first.
Oh, great fun.
I like the helmet here.
Yeah, you can't beat that. The way that thing flies, honestly, the way it goes, as you can imagine, up in the air, you don't even notice that you're off the ground when you land because it's so smooth. Obviously, suspension is what this is all about. But really impressive how that works. Really impressive. Very cool. I'm out of my suit.
But your hair is still sticking.
That's going to take a while to sort this stuff out. That was actually really cool, and it's fun talking to everyone else who's already been and the people who haven't yet been.
So after watching a little bit of the footage, how did this compare to driving around the field with Steve in the Raptor?
Supercar Steven, we went to his ranch, obviously in Austin. I was amazed by that in Baja mode, what that thing could do.
I mean, that was crazy.
Obviously this is faster, accelerates quicker, and the jumps are much bigger.
Yeah.
And the way, the terrain actually down here, you don't realise it's not just this, it's proper rock crawling down there. Or like, much more aggressive than this anyway. But yeah, I just can't believe how smoothly it can land. I know very little about this. El Bandito. Yeah, I know it's 1,000 horsepower Baja track kind of crazy thing.
Kind of. We built it for the sole purpose of having fun.
Okay.
So, 42-inch tires, 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
This is a Predator crate engine, so it's a GT500.
GT500 motor. Got one of those.
This Bronco started life as a pre-production prototype that did all of the marketing for launch of Bronco.
Okay.
When it was done, Ford was going to destroy it, and we said,
No.
let us do something fun with it.
I don't know what I'm in store for right now, because everybody else comes over, right, and they've watched a few goes.
Yeah.
We haven't watched anything.
No, that's perfect. I would rather have you go in blind and experience it.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah, literally, surprise. It's going to be what it's going to be.
All right, you ready?
Very ready.
Let's do this.
That is ridiculous.
What's that? That was ridiculous.
What on earth?
That's awesome.
Everybody who gets out must have the biggest smile on their face.
They definitely do. I definitely do.
Legendary. Thank you.
What was that like?
That's absolutely ridiculous.
I was struggling to see you.
I mean, you get bits of tyre thrown up in your face, right?
Oh, no, well, I didn't have tire in my face, but I had lots of smoke everywhere.
Well, I had tyre in my face.
And you guys came so close to the wall.
Oh, thank you.
There was a moment I was like, oh, I might want to step back a little.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I didn't know what to expect. That's not what I was expecting. And then the one wheel thing was a bit like, oh, okay.
I mean, a little eventful.
I should have taken you seriously when you said before that it was about making something that's just pure fun.
We're all about putting smiles on our faces.
You did that. You did a very good job of that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's Puppy's turn.
How's it going? Hi there.
Are you looking forward to this?
I think I should have gone to the toilet.
Wow. Are you alive?
I'm great.
Come on, feedback.
That was insane. Like, there were moments I couldn't even see anything. Can we do that at home?
Should we just get a Baja truck and set up an area?
I was surprised how soft the landing is.
Yeah, you don't realize how high you jump.
No, it's a substantial jump.
So
It was like, I can't even see anything.
For me, watching you doing the jump, I didn't realize how high it had gone when I was in it.
Yeah, it's really fun.
As we come up here, that's kind of a cool view. We're literally, yeah, right over the track. So the cars that are out on track come round here, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I think.
They do.
Somewhere. This place is enormous. Wait for it, who's coming around? Who's coming around? Because there's like the road course, there's the jumping. Sweet.
Sounds really good.
The fun thing is that I'm about to go for a run in this, the FP700S.
Yeah, twice.
But not with a normal driver. Just wait a second, you'll see who's going to be at the wheel.
Jim Farley.
How's it going? Very nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Tim, Shmi 150.
Nice to
How's
see
it
you,
going?
Tim.
I gather I'm being lucky to hop in for a ride with you in the
sure,
FP700?
Yeah.
I like the start.
Okay.
Straight to the track, straight off we go. What's like the future of performance? You know, something like this is crazy.
Partially electric. Partially electric.
Today we have the SuperTruck here, the Pikes Peak car, and that gives us a serious demonstration of electric.
Yeah.
But for me, you know, the fact that you still have the Mustangs, the GTD, for car guys is like, it's so cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have to have the Mustang. We wouldn't be Ford without it.
Do you think we'll be able to keep seeing V8 Mustangs?
Oh yeah, as long as it's legal, as long as we can.
What do you think of the importance of classics, resto mods, you know, history?
Oh, fantastic. Anything that anyone can do to make the car theirs is good.
You know, today we're experiencing every side of Ford Motorsport, right?
Yes.
Motorsport is so key, it's so core. Like there's nobody who competes in every category who
Correct.
does everything.
From Dakar to Formula One to, I mean, I think what makes Ford really different is our off-road racing.
Yeah.
That's very different for other companies. You know, like great motorsports companies like Honda, you know, they have such a great tradition, but it's all on road.
Yeah.
And really, there's no brand that goes to Dakar, Mexico, King of the Hammers. It's very unusual.
Yeah, completely.
No one does that. No off-road brand has ever done that.
And coming soon, just in the portfolio, Formula One.
Yep. I mean, a very familiar place for us. So now we're back, but very much the same kind of technology transfer. But instead of 4 valve per cylinder and dual overhand camshafts, now we're learning about software, predictive failure components, you know, a lot. Formula One brings a tech transfer today that's totally different than the 70s.
Yeah.
And we have no interest in owning our own team. We just want to be the power unit partner, but also get the tech transfer, aerodynamics, software back into our core products.
It's amazing. It's an exciting time. Thank you for those quick
Sure,
comments. I appreciate it a lot.
No problem.
Great to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right, the
You
standard. Yeah, the standard procedure.
Make sure that you're only taking hours,
Yes,
not days.
because there are so many cameras around today. Are these on? Are they stopped? Did I stop that? I don't even know. That one's off now. But that all happened very quickly.
Was it good?
It was good fun. Great to chat with Jim. I told him a little bit about some of the Fords I have in the collection. And of course we were chit-chatting away about that. And then I guess when it's the CEO of Ford, right? It's a busy schedule. It's jumping from one to another, immediately filming something else right now. Very cool to have that opportunity to spend 5-10 minutes chatting with Jim about Ford, about motorsport, about the breadth of different competitions that the company takes part in, about the future, about everything. But hey, that was truly, let's get in and go. Sometimes doing what we do, you just don't know what's happening, do you?
Especially because you don't know if the cameras are all working fine, if the mics are all on, if the settings are right.
You've got like one take, one go.
Yeah.
And you just make the most of it. We've come down to take a look at this, which I would like to be driving in a moment.
I really like the red.
Yeah, this is the FP800S. So you can do this on the Dark Horse, or as it is on this, on the 5.0. And this was launched at SEMA. Do you remember when we were there? Just over a year ago?
2023.
That's what you get. It's the Gen 6 3-litre Whipple supercharger.
Beefy.
Takes it from 480 horsepower to 810. Would you like another 300?
Yeah, you need more power in a manual Mustang.
Yes, true. Another thing, we don't have that like black insert in the middle, do we? Ours is white back there.
I think so. And we also do not have that Ford Performance.
No, but we do have the Dark Horse badge,
yeah,
of course. And we have a different wing, because the standard 5.0's wing is different to ours. And you just pointed out as well that our exhaust tips aren't that big.
I think they're smaller. Like the ones over there.
No, that one.
Oh,
So
I mean, there's a Dark Horse up ahead, so yes, they're smaller.
True, true, true. So actually the main difference is you can see the wings from here and then the kind of colouring and detailing at the back. Ooh, what's going on down there? This must be some kind of prototype-y test car or something. I actually don't know.
I think we should get bigger exhaust tubes.
That would be quite easy to do. It doesn't necessarily need to be louder though. The Dark Horse is pretty loud to begin with.
Yeah. It doesn't need to be louder. What's next?
Maybe that. That's the hope right now. And we'll see who's driving. So I think at the moment Jim's still driving. But
that would be fun.
Also over there is a man who knows a thing or two. Mr. Romain Dumas, who has not only won Pikes Peak, what, 5 times? But including the latest one in that. We're with Zach then, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'd love to learn a little bit more about this. I know it's over 2,000 horsepower.
Yeah, so this is our 2024 Lightning. It's F150's SuperTruck Lightning. We used this Pikes Peak last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall it's about 4,000 pounds of downforce, 4,000 pounds of downforce at 150.
That's crazy, that's nearly 2,000 kilos.
Yeah, and that's with our high downforce spec. Currently we're in our low downforce spec, so this is for like road track, like road courses and stuff.
Yeah.
Pikes Peak, you're on like elevation, right? So air density is a little bit lower. So yeah, we're in a little bit lower spec right now, but full 4 motors, 21, 40 horsepower.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a
2,140 horsepower. I think this is probably about to be the most powerful truck thing on 4 wheels that I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, you watch it taking off, and we're about to see it taking off. Roman's driving, isn't he?
Yeah, Roman's driving right now.
He knows a thing or two about driving it. You watch it taking off, and you just look at it and like, oh, this is going to be intense, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
I'm going to break my neck, like.
Oh, luckily there's a nice seat that'll hold you in place.
Okay, getting ready, and then.
He goes a little slow.
Wait for it, wait for it. Not anymore. Ridiculous.
Oh, it's always a good time.
So what is it? 1 quick lap?
1 lap, yeah.
That'll
nice
be all
and
I
fun.
want, I think. I'm looking forward to it. Right.
Oh yeah.
Let's get ready. Charlotte Motor Speedway, the road course, in the F150 SuperTruck Lightning. Whew. Breathe.
It's probably a bit different than going up Pikes Peak in the Ford GT or in the Mustang.
Oh, this is crazy. How is it?
It was great.
Yeah,
it's pretty brutal out there. The acceleration is intense, as you can imagine. But it's actually it's nice and smooth. A little smoother than the T1 Plus, anyway.
Okay, cool. I can't wait.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Easy.
Wow. Cool.
Hello.
So, is this running full power, or is this a little detuned?
No, it's detuned.
Yeah. It's still a crazy feeling. Wow, thank you so much, appreciate that. Kind of fall out gracefully.
How was it?
It's really fast, but surprisingly smooth.
It feels like one of these roller coaster experiences where you wait in the queue for quite a long time,
Yes.
anticipation, and then it's over in a really short
and then over
period.
in a moment.
Yeah.
But obviously the acceleration is it's really, I mean, it's kind of, obviously I've been lucky to go in Nevera and Battista.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, it's very similar. Obviously it's running, you can tell it's less power. It's not running 2,000 horsepower, but it's pretty cool. What a mixture of cars we've gone in today. We're not done yet. It's off again. So the first time you ever drive on a racetrack is going to be today in the Mustang?
No, I don't think so.
I think we need to start a petition to get Puppy to drive on a racetrack.
Oh!
Don't put that pressure on me.
Maybe we should get a simulator first and I can practice on a sim.
Yeah? So I need that, I need that, I need that, and I need a Mustang. Let's go. Talking about this then, it's not just the supercharger.
Absolutely not. It's a full package. So Ford Performance Parts, that's our parts arm, right? If you go in the history, Ford Racing, Ford Motorsports, right? That's the lineage.
Yeah.
Now we're Ford Performance Parts, and it's a total package. Powertrain, chassis, interior, exterior. With the powertrain, you get the supercharger, the Whipple 3-liter supercharger for the 5-liter. We put the stiffest half shafts we have in it to handle the power, right?
Yeah.
The chassis is springs, bars, dampers. We've lowered it, stiffer, and the wheel fitment is basically like a Dark Horse handling pad.
Yeah, I was looking at, so that's the first thing that threw me. It looks like the Dark Horse.
Exactly, right? These are what we call the R1 wheels, so it's a unique wheel, but it's the same fitment, and we're using the Trofeo tires on it, right? And then on the interior, you'll see the Recaro seats. These are like an optional seat. Not everybody wants them, but we've got them for people. And then you can get various carbon bits. These are all real carbon, through our kit. And Borla exhaust. I mean, the idea is you get a good foundation. This thing has a warranty too, so it's installed with the dealer. That's the big thing, because a lot of people want to know that we're standing behind the product. Gives them the confidence. As long as you haven't installed it at a dealer or an ASC mechanic, and it's one part number. Bang. Order the, except for the colors. So, you want the bronze, you want the black, or you want the gray. That's how we do it.
In terms of new gen Mustang, if you do this package on a Dark Horse,
you don't have this package on the Dark Horse, but you can buy the supercharger for a Dark Horse.
Okay.
You can get that. It's just because the Dark Horse has such a unique suspension.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We would have had to, kind of do something completely unique, and that's a lower volume car. The idea here was you can get it with an automatic, you can get it with a manual, you can buy a base Mustang GT all the way up to a premium and put this package on.
Okay,
so
got
you want to get that wide band with the customer.
Yeah.
So
that makes
something for everybody.
Well, that makes it slightly less expensive if I want it on the Dark Horse then, because all I got to buy is the supercharger.
There you go, and you're 800 plus horsepower, right?
What's going to be really interesting is when we get on the power to see the difference to the regular car. Obviously, we've got cold Trofeo RS tyres right now, so I'm going to give that some time to warm them up. There's always that moment when you've just stepped into an unfamiliar car.
On an unfamiliar track?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You feel that extra supercharger power there. Not just a little bit extra. That's absurd. I mean, it's GT500 power figures. And you're very aware of it. I wonder who we're following.
Yeah, I have no idea, but right now I wouldn't mind a 5-point harness.
It's funny because obviously this is a completely new venue for me. Never driven here before. I'm learning it straight at the deep end. And obviously he's a track car on track tyres. I mean, we're on Trofeo RSs, but they're not the same. I'll learn the line around here. Not bad for a first outing.
No. I'm just about clinging on.
Oh, TC intervening.
Another one?
Mega, I hope we get another one.
No,
that would be no more.
That was fun.
That was good fun. It's a lot of power.
Leave it running. Let me get some smiles there.
Wait.
Is the speed approved?
It is. It's a nice.
Look at that.
It's a good amount of power. It's a very good amount of power. We're at the evening's event. We've got all our bags because we're actually heading straight to the airport later. Lightning McQueen's Mustang is right over there.
That looks really cool.
But come on in, because there's a lineup of cars around the corner here, which is what we've come to see right now. Well, this is where we're going to find the car that we've been looking for. I've been looking for today, which is second one in the line. That is the Spirit of America GTD Special Edition. So painted in the white, full spec upgrades with the red and blue stripes. What do you think?
The wing is just, I mean,
the car is enormous.
it's huge, yeah.
When you see it with the others around, you realize quite how large it is. Obviously, part of that is how epic it looks, because they basically went from the road Mustang to the race cars, GT4, GT3, and then they went from GT3 back to road car, and this is what you get.
Also, there's no parking here.
I'm sure it's okay when it's a private event. It is a bit wild, isn't it? I'm excited. Our spec window is going to open in not too long.
I think the white is nice because it also contrasts a lot with the louvers and the air intakes. But
I actually quite like this.
Yes, I saw that and I was like, oh, this is nice, but I know you're usually not the biggest fan of text on cars.
Normally, but you know what? I think for me, part of it is the fact that there's been all of this talking point about it.
Is that painted?
Yes, that's painted. The talking point about it being very expensive for a Mustang. I almost like the idea of playing with that, because think about it this way. If you understand the car, it's a transaxle, a completely different setup. The onboard suspension that you have inside the back, it's nothing like a regular road Mustang. Obviously, you can't really see right now. So I almost play and like the emphasis on the fact that it is a Mustang. 815 horsepower, they've now confirmed. Sub 7-minute Nürburgring lap time, they've now confirmed. I don't really know what else to kind of say about it other than it looks mean. I love the fact that even here, like this is open, right? Obviously it's very dark. And then you've got the carbon GTD logo here. And no, it's not a Golf GTD. It's not a diesel Golf. It's GTD, which is the racing class at Daytona, where Ford have just been victorious in the GTD class with the Mustang. So like that makes this even cooler. It's the equivalent of GTE in Europe at Le Mans, for example. So it is right up there as GT3 car. That's very cool, isn't it? I wonder if we can find somebody with the key to have a proper look at the interior, because I think it has some interior spec.
I don't know about that,
bits.
But I'm sure there's something special about the interior.
The thing I like, do you remember the original car, the first one that they showed when we went to see it in Las Vegas for the customer preview, and then again we went to the Pebble Beach preview? It had slightly bronzed wheels. I haven't seen those on the options list yet.
Okay.
But I hope that they are, because that would be really cool. Another thing that we can't see now, you remember the little poker chips?
I do.
We know this, but most people don't know this. The little poker chip, which was kind of your, if you were lucky to receive one before, it was your early invitation for an allocation. Those are made from recycled titanium from a US fighter jet. Some of that is then used in the car. So the shift paddles and the gear selector are also from an F22, which
That's
I just
pretty
love.
cool.
Yes, it's really cool.
It's
really,
small
really
things,
cool.
right?
And then DRS, so it's not an air brake, confusingly. What happens with this is the upper layer of the wing pivots in, so if you're pressing the button while you're going flat out, it reduces the drag, faster acceleration. Really cool. I just think that I preferred the cars when they had the wider stripes. Remember when the whole from here has the full exposed carbon fiber? I think it looks cooler like that than...
Because you have so much panel.
Yeah, the stripes are almost too thin for it.
A little bit.
Because it's such a big car and there's so much colour. So while I think this looks really cool as the Spirit of America livery, we don't normally go for launch specs.
No.
We don't normally go for like the off the shelf. We like to create something. So I think it's safe to say that while I think it looks mega, I haven't turned up here and said, yeah, we need it like this. I also actually find this a bit strange.
What?
Do you notice how the lower splitter is carbon, but the wickers around the side are actually not? I think you can opt that.
Okay.
This is all gloss black on here on this one.
It's so hard to see in the dark.
Yeah. But you can spec that. I like the carbon badges.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
nice.
The pony at the front. Can you see that? That's got a carbon weave on it. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm pleased we've actually found this straight away, and you can see a little bit of the interior from here. The white seats that have the red detailing through the middle. That's specific to the Spirit of America as well. It's
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We need to go and find somewhere to put bags and maybe come and spend a little bit more time looking at this.
But also like the livery on this one.
I mean, race car. The lineup. This is literally. I mean, this is the full Mustang lineup. Are we going to keep walking? I don't know what was behind. It's a mixture of the GT4s and GT3s and Dark Horse Rs and.
Oh, look at the diffuser.
The whole lot. I mean, that's a GT3 car.
Yeah.
That's full crazy. So that's actually quite interesting to talk about because you can see how they then reversed from this back to GTD. When you look at the front louvers, for example, obviously unfiltered when it's race spec because you can do whatever you want. You don't have to follow the regulations, but actually even the splitter shape is quite accurately mimicked. And then, I mean, Mustang it's really interesting because Mustang is kind of everything now, right? From that to dragster,
it's
Cobra
like a
Jet.
really versatile base that you then modify to whatever you want to do with it.
And make all these different cars that follow the same theme, or based on Mustang. Technically, you also have Mach-E, right?
Yes.
Technically. And then that's a Dark Horse at the front. Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. You?
I can't take you anywhere.
Not here, not at a Ford event, we're not hiding. So that's obviously kind of what we have, but in a different look. That's a cool little lineup of cars. You know what? I think off camera, we're gonna go and have another look at the GTD. Before we go in, just last little look at this thing.
Yeah.
You've got your bag as well. We're loaded up with luggage. We need to go find somewhere to put it. I'm quite excited about this, except for the one thing, the width of it. As cool as it looks, do you know how that's gonna be to drive?
I mean, on English roads, that's gonna be,
Well, we're a few years from that because we've got delivery in the US, that's the plan. Keep it out here, but
it just looks so good.
it's pretty mean. It does look like it's come off a GT3 race.
You remember
series.
when they pulled the covers back? I think the majority of people thought it was like, the word for it was badass, and I know Brad might need to beep this.
No, that's fine.
But
yeah, very cool, right.
Seriously, if you compare it to, you know, the GT3, it's just so,
It's time for the evening's event, so let's make our way this way and go see where the entrance is. I think there are a lot of different cars here. Hey, the Raptor from earlier is here as well. And it's the SuperTruck at the front. Yeah, the SuperTruck has made its appearance at the front of the line, where they're clearly doing interviews and shoots and things. Let's kind of squeeze around. Yeah, this is the thing, like, it's amazing to me how many different classes of races and stuff there are that Ford all enter. That's the world of outlaws. We were just learning about that.
that looks quite
It's like grassroots racing. And then you have the ute, as the Aussies would say, the kind of pickup that's significantly lower. Yeah, how's things?
I'm good, yeah, good.
Excited to see what's going on, keeping very busy.
It's been busy, yeah.
We were thinking about it, since you came to visit, that went from 0 to Mach 10.
You know, like at that point, I had no idea if I was going to drive again. I didn't know anything I was doing. It just changed so quickly.
It's good though.
Yeah, thank you.
And then you end up at random things like this and all sorts of
you're here as
stuff.
well, nice.
Yeah, we literally flew out last night. We fly back tonight.
Okay.
Just, I mean, you're used to that travel schedule, but just straight in, get it done, get in the way. But I don't want to stop you because you've got to go and race Jim.
I do. You got a new M2, didn't you, recently?
I did, yeah.
Do you like it?
I actually, so it was completely spontaneous. Amazing deal came up, and I thought, why not?
Yeah.
2,000 miles in a month, love it, keep driving. Nice to see you too. Have a good evening. Wow, this got crazy fast.
This is really cool. Such
Bump into Liam Lawson again. We've got all the trophies here. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
That's actually really cool. That one is spectacularly cool. Wow.
This is huge.
Where's that? That's NASCAR.
So America, right? It's bigger.
Yeah, very special. Right, should we squeeze through?
Let's see what there is.
This is a big setup here. Oh, here we go. Jim Farley, Liam Lawson coming up.
He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Off-road driving.
We're ready to watch. They're doing a race now. It's not fair, really, is it? No damage. Liam flies through. And one of the most famous corners in the world, of course. Off he goes. That's brilliant. Mr. Farley is out in front. Will Liam catch him? Coming towards the bus stop. They just wanted to make it a photo finish for us. And there we go.
That was fun to watch.
We have a winner, we have a winner. Up on the stage, Jim Farley, Christian Horner. Very cool. Next year, obviously Formula One.
But tonight, I'm really happy to announce we went back to Le Mans, back to win, but not only the class, this time to win it all. Because
that's the announcement. Back to Le Mans for an overall win is the goal.
Ford will be competing with a new prototype LMDH.
Wow, LMDH 2027. 24 hours to Le Mans.
Absolutely massive news.
It's time to go catch a flight.
Oh, yeah, but I'm quite tired now too.
It's been a very long day, a very exciting day. We have filmed today with the CEO of Ford, Jim Farley, with Liam Lawson, with Frankie Muniz, with Romain Dumas, with Matthias Ekstrom. Just had a chat with James Dean, Queen Bee, JWW, that dude in blue. I feel like the whole world's been here.
Feels like it.
We are going back to England.